Another week, another episode of One Punch Man. This is going to be my bi-weekly check-in on this show, and one of these weeks, it's going to be a banger episode. So the me recording this as of now has not seen the 5th episode, and there are a lot of fights in that episode, so hopefully, fingers crossed, the future me will be getting a massive boner watching it. But let's get to it. So previously, the CEO of Getting Jumped got jumped. Garou got ganged up on. They even used a hostage to gain the upper hand so they can sneak up on him, catch him with his pants down, and fuck him up. Then Tario gets kidnapped. Slideshow, PNGs, Garou's fingers twitch, and we're caught up. So Garou's eyes open. Well, eye. So his eye opened back up, and it's looking horrible, but he's able to get back up. Then we get this really awkward cut of Garou standing there arching his back in one scene, and the next scene, he's standing up straight looking all confused. Royal Ripper probably slashed out a couple frames there. But he's like, oh shit, that's right, I lost to a monster, how'd that happen? And Tario got taken away. However, he needs to first treat his injuries before he can think about doing anything else. But the bleeding has already stopped and his clothes are fused into his body. He unlocked a new skin. Then we get this really cool scene of steam coming out of Garou's body as his muscles begin to have a mind of their own. I mean, we already saw this in the teaser announcement video and it looks really good, so we knew it's going to be good. What the fuck happened? Like I said in my previous video, someone on the inside is getting paid to put dirt on this show. They really saw the original, said it looks perfect, but we can make it even better, an 11 out of 10. Get this. Make everything blue. The room went silent, they all looked at each other, gave a slight nod, and in unison said, that's fucking brilliant, why didn't we think of this shit? Holy god. And here we are. I mean, it's not the end of the world, I do like the original a fuck ton more, but comparison is the thief of joy. Comparison is the thief of joy, comparison is the thief of joy, comparison is the thief of joy, comparison is... Also, this is a really big scene, it shows that Garou is constantly adapting and is getting stronger and stronger with each fight he gets into. So then we cut to Shout Emperor and it's really close to finding the monster's hideout so they can start assembling the S-Class heroes. But Watchdog Man and Metal Knight aren't coming because Metal Knight is scared and Watchdog Man is busy, he has his potty training that day, he can't make it. And Shout Emperor tells the guy who's in charge of this whole operation to not bring in Genos because that guy is a pretty new hero. He lives in Z City where the monster's hideout is, he's a little suspicious, he could be teaming up with the monsters as far as we know. We don't know much about him, let's not trust him, cut him out. And he goes on to say that Silver Fang also might have held back in his fight against Garou, allowing the guy to escape. And since right now they all believe Garou's teaming up with the monsters is on their side, Silver Fang is also suspicious. Very crazy, I guess they must have missed the giant purple centipede that was annihilating their assholes. So Silver Fang, Genos, Metal Knight, Watchdog Man are gone. Okay, that's a bit of S-Class off the list, but surely you're bringing King, right? Who? No, I'm just fucking with you. Of course I'm bringing King. He's our main damage. King's in for an adventure. So the guy reports back to the higher-ups and the guy's shitting his pants. Holy fucking shit, 2 S-Class heroes off the list for a fight that'll decide if humanity will go extinct. This must be some sick joke. Don't worry, I'm bringing in heroes from Class A to C to make up for their strength. And if you're still concerned about this entire situation, I got my Man Woman Rider on speed dial. So we'll just grab a bunch of them and just throw them in there. Hopefully they get some kills. But they're people, you can't just treat them like they're disposable. It has to be done. They signed the papers when they chose to be a pro hero. They know the risk. No, this is a bad idea. We're going to be short on heroes if you're just sending them in to die. It is what it is. They're fighting for a great cause. Besides, I'm the leader of this operation, so put your wrinkly old ass back on the couch and let me handle the rest. Then we get this really nice, raw hot pot scene. Makes a good wallpaper. So they all go in, shit starts getting crazy. It's like they're opening a portal to another dimension. And Fubuki uses her powers to grab a piece of meat, but blocked by Genos. Great defense, massive D. Genos will not let Fubuki get a hold of Saitama's meat. Then Saitama's like, what is even happening? You guys need to leave. He's right, you guys gotta pack your things and leave now, Fubuki said. She's determined, no matter what happens, she will be getting Saitama's meat tonight, either from the hot pot or his pants. So we get more character interactions, everyone's chatting, very chill stuff, super nice, chill guy Kuseno talking with Genos. A lot of entertaining conversations, and King has fainted, the battle earlier took him out. And Fubuki must be real uncomfortable sitting on the hard floor. I suggest she sits someplace softer, like on my face. Then we get Garou walking again, and unlike the first episode, JC staff's not fucking around. The walk does walk, very solid. So Garou finds... Wow, what the fuck happened? Wow. So Garou finds the hole to the monster's hideout. He goes in to look for Tario, and Garou sees him on the minimap, so he assigns some monsters to go check it out, see what's up, see who it is. And now it's the next morning. King finally woke up, so Saitama tells him it's time to leave and take out the trash while you're at it. And as King makes it back to his place, he notices two people from the association looking for him to ask for his help with the raid. Then we see the guy whose son got kidnapped, and he is sweating buckets because the elite unit he sent was supposed to give him an update every 2 hours. But he hasn't heard a single thing from them all night. So either they don't know how to operate a phone, they scammed him, or they're 6 feet under. So then the robot cyborg man dude comes up and tells him it's fine, it's all under control, we'll make sure to rescue the hostage. And then we get the introduction to all the S-Class heroes that will be participating in this operation. So we got Flashy Flash, Fast Guy, Super Cool, Super Speed is a cool ass power. And there's Super Alloy Darkshine, the guy who loves flashing his muscles. And there's Tatsumaki, the number 2 S-Class hero. And Atomic Samurai, Zombie Man, Puri Puri Prisoner, the monsters better not drop the soap on him. And Pig God, and of course, Child Emperor. So they all have this big meeting, coming up with a plan to invade the hideout and rescue the kid. Meanwhile, Tario is about to get erased by Royal Ripper. I've come to get you, Tario, you can step out now. Whoa, what the fuck? That's not fair. What about me? Get me out too. Why is Tario the only one getting released? Released? I'll be releasing him from this world. I'm taking that boy to my room so he can play a little, said Diddy Ripper. Oh shit. Well, in that case, you're the guy, Tario. It's your time to shine, buddy. So Tario starts screaming for help, and Royal Ripper tells him the harsh truth that no heroes are coming to save him. They don't even know he's here. They're only going to be here for Reganma. Meanwhile, these 3 monsters who will be in for a treat later on are walking around to see who the intruder is. But when they arrive, they see nothing but a massive mess. So they gotta lock in. They're not dealing with some Mickey Mouse shit here. They're fighting some actual scary threat. Meanwhile, Tario's crying, pissing, and shitting his pants as Royal Ripper has him cornered, and he explains to him that he doesn't actually care about the monsters winning, taking over the world, all that bullshit. He couldn't care less. He just wants to hurt people. Fair enough. If I were him, I would do the same, because if every time I go to wipe my butt, I always end up with a 2-foot blade up my rear, I too would get the urge to hurt people. But then, Garou suddenly breaks through the wall. Royal Ripper couldn't believe this shit. This guy's back. Animation is back. So he instantly swings his blade at him, but he just grabs it with his bare naked hands, Kenjaku style, snaps it, charges up his left hand, and pierces his hand through his neck, and his head flies off. And all of a sudden, he pulls out the whirlwind iron cutting fist technique and slices up Royal Ripper to pieces. That is Bomb's technique. He just yoinked it first time using it, and it's actually supposed to be red, not blue. But I mean, at one point, Royal Ripper did grow a pair of boobs, so I don't think anything could surprise me anymore. I mean, what's next? Garou's gonna pull out his dick flowing technique. He pulls out his penis from his pants and starts swinging it around like a tail to fight off multiple opponents. But yeah, so Garou got his get back, and he's an extremely fast learner. He sees things, he does things, very awesome. And that is the 4th episode. And up until now, the show has this trend where they give us a bunch of ass and a very good scene at the very end, or a very good scene at the very beginning and a bunch of ass. So hopefully, the 5th episode will break that trend. I'm very excited. One of the animators working on it has been hyping it up. He's giving it a very nice countdown like we're going into New Year's. I mean, the preview pictures they gave us do look pretty good. But it is One Punch Man Season 3. They are masters when it comes to still frames. So I'm not trusting them that much. But the hope is rising. Yeah, I think I'm down a bottle of bleach and we gotta wrap this shit up. It is not crazy bad, but it is very disappointing. And we seriously need to stop putting Garou in a fucking nightclub. This blue shit is so fucking bad. It looks crazy. It genuinely looks like I went insane in Photoshop, like I lost my damn mind. And also, while One Punch Man is shitting out this disaster, Gachia Kuda comes out with this banger. With Mori Calliope from Hololive English Myth in the background. And after watching this and going to One Punch Man, it's like, holy shit, I just fell from heaven to hell. But anyway, overall, the episode is a disappointment. This fan animation genuinely looks 10 times better than the actual episode. Very, very nice stuff from him. Awesome. But yeah, so the episode starts off with Garou tying himself up after killing Royal Ripper. He kicks down the door and he fights a couple monsters. Oh, and also they removed the scene where Garou ate the remains of the monsters he killed. And we get this really cool scene where he's running away with Tario, and Tario's pretty fast, he's catching up to the guy. And then he runs into overgrown Rover. Now he immediately knows that this thing could fuck him up, so he tells Tario we're just gonna slowly walk away, and luckily Rover did not come after them, but they run into these 3 monsters that are chasing after them. And these guys are all demon level monsters, and they also cut out a few scenes here, like this wall is broken because the rat dude actually punched it in the manga, but we just don't see it here. And in the manga, the horn dude also attacks him and Garou dodges and he knees its head. Then the showerhead dude sprays him with boiling hot water, so he does 28 backflips to dodge it. A lot of shit got cut out, to be honest. It is fucking disastrous. Like at this rate, the manga might genuinely have more frames than the anime. So Showerhead tries to spray him with some toxic chemicals, but Garou just deflects all of that and fucking punches him. And Rat Dude is dealing with severe cramps, his entire body is super fucking stiff, so he has to slide in here. Then Rat Dude goes to punch him, but Garou stops it with his hand and he slices his body. So Garou's like, wow, if you guys are demon level monsters, then I must be dragon level, because you guys are One Punch Man Season 3. Fucking ass. Then Horn Dude comes in like a Beyblade, but Garou just dodges it and kicks him back. Now in the manga, this kick is a completely different scene. This kick is just Garou kicking Horn Dude into a wall, and then Horn Dude transforms himself into a giant toothpick, so then Rat Dude grabs him and throws him at Garou. But that scene does not exist. So the whole thing just looks weird, because what kind of devious, fucked up black magic shit is going on for Garou to kick the side of this guy and somehow he's flying backwards into the void? The directions are not directioning. But anyway, so he flies into Rover, and Rover gets pissed, and turns out he's not that hard, because Rover just chewed him to pieces like he's a dog toy. Then Rover pulls up, and it's an actual dragon thread, and it charges up its energy ball. Garou immediately said hell to the fuck no, he starts running away. Meanwhile, these two try to withstand the damage, so they just evaporated. And Garou runs, with a PNG of Tario wobbling in his hand. And then the entire place collapses, but Garou's able to use the whirlwind technique to break through that piece of rock. And he tells Tario to fuck off, you're on your own, you gotta start running, because if I'm fighting with you around, you're just gonna drag me down, then we're both going to die. So Garou goes in, he starts dropping a few combos on the guy, but then it's not doing anything, it's just tickling Rover's leg. And Rover charges up another energy ball, and this time it's very close, he just stands there, he can't dodge it in time, he just fully takes it in. And it's like, oh fuck, I'm dead. But it's not dead. He gets up from the rubble and Rover starts spamming its attacks all over him. But Garou's adapting, so he's able to dodge them this time in a very cool scene. Yep, that's him. Sliding across my screen. And Rover starts running around trying to overwhelm him with its energy balls. The whole city's about to collapse, lots of destruction. And as the dust clears, we see Garou getting sneaky, and he finds the perfect opening for him to catch Rover off guard. So he drops down like the quality of the show, and he goes for a massive hit on its head, but Rover just shakes off the damage, and it grabs him, slams him to a wall, and goes for another massive energy blast straight in his face. However, Garou tanks it, and he falls down, and he meets Gero, and Gero's very happy to see him. He's like, holy shit, you survived, very awesome, because you have a lot of potential to become very strong, even stronger than Monster King Orochi, because right now you're only half monster and your physical strength is through the roof, it's crazy. And he explains to him how monsterization works, and to put it simply, he has to overcome death multiple times as a human being. So he has to go through the process of life edging, which is a very tricky maneuver to pull off because most people end up edging too hard and they come to death. So Gero wants to train him, and this guy has telekinesis, which is why Garou's not going crazy and just throwing hands. He's being held down by this guy. And he explains that after many failures, he found his first success, which is Monster King Orochi, and they remove psychos from the scene. Holy fucking shit. As the episode continues to run on, pieces of my soul were slowly deteriorating. It is painful. So Garou wants Garou to join his side, but Garou says no, I'm going to put some dirt in your eye. And slowly he's able to overcome Garou's power, so he's able to move his body a little, so Garou throws rocks at him, Garou hits rocks away, and the fan animation genuinely looks better in this scene, this is not a drill. And they also removed the scene of Metalbat when Garou is able to slowly move his body again, and Garou goes, are you still moving? And he goes, I don't know, and then he recalls the fight he had with Metalbat, and then he goes, maybe I'm just pumped up. I think this is a really cool moment. They could have added like a little flashback like the scene in Jujutsu Kaisen, but that's probably asking too much from a fan animation, so it's whatever. And then he jumps up and we get to the really cool iconic panel where Garou poses and he goes, it's Garou time, and he starts Garouing it all over the place. Here's that panel in the anime. For whatever godforsaken reason, the studio thought it's a good idea to put him in a nightclub. They are capable of drawing incredible stills without him being in a nightclub. First time, it's okay. Second time, are you fucking with me? They are genuinely rage baiting. You cannot make this shit up. This is not real. Where is the third season? I'm ready for the actual season now. We can stop with the trolls. I'm ready. I'm seated. Let's go. Also, check out this really nice art from this person on Twitter. Cleanse your eyeballs. This is what it should have looked like in the anime. Anyways, Orochi's hand appears from the bottom and he pulls down Garou, so now Garou's fighting the final boss. Orochi shoots out his horn and it stabs straight through his body, he gets slammed into a wall. Martial arts is not going to save him from this giant fuck-ass dude. But after all the shit he's been through, a little hole in his body isn't going to stop him. So he gets back up, Orochi starts going in with more horn action, and Garou does a bunch of deflecting, very cool. And now this next sequence right here is pretty good, I do enjoy this moment. So Garou runs up, we switch to Garou's POV, he uses his technique and splits two monsters and he continues running. That right there looks pretty good, the only problem is the entire thing looks unfinished. The idea is there, but it just looks like a fan animation. But yeah, so Garou continues to run, he gets even faster as the fight goes on and he starts breaking the sound barrier. A couple more dodges and running, which looks good. And Garou jumps in, going for Orochi's head, but he opens up his huge ass mouth, so he quickly evades that. More flips, love that, a bit of sliding, triggering a bit of PTSD. Then Orochi transforms into his other form and he shoots out fire beams all over the place, and Garou is just standing there in the middle of it, soaking it up, and dear God, please have Bandai Namco trade places with Garou right now. Honestly, Bandai is so fucking disgusting. First, it was Blue Lock. First season, good. Second season, it all went to shit because they know people are going to consume it anyway since the series is good. So fuck the quality, we don't need to invest into the show. And now, they're doing it right here with One Punch Man Season 3. They have to be some of the most money-hungry motherfucker to ever exist. Anyway, sorry for the little rant there, but this is the Great Depression. So Orochi punches Garou, but it's pretty strong, so he's able to block it for a bit and he eventually gets sent flying into a wall again. But Garou continues to get back up, even though the odds are stacked against him. Monsters are jumping him, Bandai's tagging in, half of his butt cheeks about to fall out, doesn't matter. He will get back up and beat this guy. And he tells Orochi that you are quite strong for a monster king, but you don't instill enough fear, so I'll show you true fear. So Garou gets into his fighting stance, but Orochi immediately copies his move. So Orochi is pretty broken. Once he sees a move, he can copy that exact same move. However, Garou is unfazed. And now take a look at the scene and compare it to the opening. They were not saving the budget at all. All the budget was simply spent on the opening. This opening visual is a bigger lie than me telling you my dick is massive. So then Garou jumps in, and now I'm about to show you a real sequence, unedited, straight out of the episode, done by real human beings. Here it is. Yeah, it's fucked. These scenes just have zero impact, everything feels like a throwaway scene, and it feels like they're trying to rush to the end of the episode for whatever reason that may be. The adaptation is simply too faithful to the manga. Well, not really, they cut out a bunch of parts, but the ones that exist, it's just the manga panels with colors. The exact same thing, one to one. Obviously, following the manga panels is ideal, but you also need to add some new scenes to tie things together from panel A to B, because it's an anime, and those just don't exist in the show, so that's why I feel like everything feels off and weird and it's a disaster. Yeah, so Garou gets knocked out, he's looking like all the One Punch Man fans after watching the 5th episode. Then it ends with Saitama checking the sewer to see what's going on because of all the commotion earlier. And yeah, that is it. Definitely don't check out the show, watch the fan animation, read the manga, do anything else aside from watching this diabolical shit. Like watching the Chainsaw Man movie again, which is what I'm going to do.